Hello, 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 hello. This is Chris coming to you again today from Cristello Fitness and Living for Balance. So this week I've talked about a few different things. I've talked about kindness. I've talked about sharing thoughts. And today I'm going to focus on advocating for yourself. So what does that mean, advocating for yourself? That can be so many things. Some examples of advocating for yourself is, for example, when you go to a restaurant. If you see the menu and you don't like exactly how it's made, do you ask for something specific? Or do you just take it as is and then not fully satisfied with your meal? Me, personally, I speak up because I eat a certain way, and I still like to eat as healthy as possible when I go out for dinner. I'm not saying that sometimes I don't have dessert or other things, but for example, I always ask for the dressing on the side. So speaking up that way for yourself. Speaking up if it's your health and your medical needs. I experienced that recently being in the hospital setting with my aunt and uncle, and I watched and listened and observed how much they advocated for themselves, how much my aunt advocated for my uncle in everything. She made sure he was getting the best possible care and everything that he needed to be comfortable, and making sure he was getting what he needed while he was in the hospital. So do you speak up? Do you make sure that if you're feeling ill and you're sick, and do you just wait it out and not do anything to take care of yourself? Or do you go to the doctor says you're fine, but you're still not feeling right? Do you push and advocate for yourself and make sure you get every possible test done to be sure things are taken care of? Because your health is so, so important. And if you don't have your health, then everything else can crumble in your world. So advocate for yourself with your own medical and healthcare issues. Advocating for yourself in your home, that's with your spouse, significant other, with your children, with your parents. You can advocate for yourself with your friends, with coworkers. Are you speaking up on the job if you don't like the way you're being treated, or you have some great ideas that could help solve problems in your work environment? Are you speaking up and sharing the skills and strengths that you have? Or do you kind of just sit back and let life pass you by? So being an advocate for yourself, there's just so many ways to do that. And I know for me, I really speak the truth, and I speak how I feel. I tell it like it is. There are times I hesitate to advocate for myself, or I keep things inside that I should be sharing. And most often that happens in the home environment, or probably people that are closer to you, because you don't want to hurt people's feelings. You want to keep the peace at home. So sometimes things are left unsaid, but that could be a whole nother topic. And I'm not going to go there. But just think about some of those situations and think about, do you really advocate for yourself? And, just a few kind of helpful tips. I mean, I'm not saying that I do it all the time, but some things that I've learned and things I've observed is, don't be afraid to speak up. Speak up for what you want, what you need. Like I said, be an advocate for yourself. Tell yourself that you deserve the best in life. And stop sitting around and waiting for someone to do something for you. If you want to do something, you put your foot down, you step up, and you take the initiative and be an advocate for yourself. And practice maybe talking to someone that you're comfortable with first before you address a specific issue. And don't regret not speaking up. Don't regret losing out on life because you're afraid to use your voice. You're afraid to express your opinions. You're afraid to ask for what you want. I was told one day by someone I admire dearly, Tony Horton, world-class trainer, and he said to me, ask for what you want and you will receive. And I have those words stuck in my head. So if there's something I really want, I have that in my head and I'm going to speak up and I'm going to ask for it. And I did that last year and I asked him. I wanted to be in one of his workouts. I wanted to be up on stage with him. I asked him for that. And guess what? I was up on stage working out with Tony Horton. So those are just some examples. And, be confident and be proud of who you are and the strengths and skills that you have. And do what makes you happy. And, sometimes we tend to, take charge and we do things on our own and we just do it ourselves rather than delegating and asking for help. And, it's sometimes it's that control piece that we just do it because it's just easier. But then you keep adding more to your plate and then you're more stressed. So speak up, ask for help, use the support systems you have, even at home, like with my kids. Like there's certain tasks that I think about, like when I get home and I pull in and I have to empty the car with groceries. Before I used to help carry and, the more the better. But now I'm like, okay, they can do that. Let them bring all the groceries in. I'll put them all away. I don't need to be going back and forth. They're capable of doing that. So those little things and those little tasks that people can help you with and make your life easier, take things off your plate so there's less stress in your life. Take advantage of that and stop, in a sense, kind of being that martyr and thinking that you have to do it all. So advocate for yourself, speak up, use your voice, be confident, and have the belief in yourself to be confident enough to ask for that help and ask for what you want in life. And asking for what you want in life can be both on a personal level, on a professional level, on day-to-day tasks within your home. Whatever that may be, communicate. It's hard sometimes. It's really hard. And sometimes, that advocating for yourself or communicating, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's things that you're uncomfortable to say. But speaking up, getting it out, and asking for what you need is going to bring more balance in your life, less stress in your life, and you will feel better about yourself when you are advocating for yourself, communicating effectively, and reaching out. So thanks for listening. I will be back tomorrow. What am I talking about tomorrow? Tomorrow. Oh, taking the time to listen, I believe, is tomorrow's topic. So stay tuned. I will be sharing a little bit more in the blog that I'll be writing. I will be posting that later today. If you have any feedback or if this was helpful, send me some likes or hearts. And if you have some tips on some things that have worked for you and how you've been able to kind of step up and advocate for yourself, I would love for you to share here. So thanks for listening. Have a great day. It's beautiful out again today. Thank you. Bye.